here's an economic update, October 4th. Effectively, our inflation rate in the US has dropped to 2.5% year over year. This is going down. That's a good thing. Our initial unemployment claims for the last week in September were 225,000 people. Now, that sounds like a lot, but in reality, this is kind of within, the noise, and you can see the chart there as well. The unemployment rate is now 4.1%, so it's a little down from the 4.3% a few months ago. So this I see as an overall upward trend. You can see that in the chart, but for the last 2 months, it has come down. The Fed's fund rate has come down by 0.5%. It's now in the range of 4.75 to 5.00. This is good if you're looking to purchase a home or something along those lines. And I would predict that on the next FOMC meeting, November 6th and 7th, on the 7th, we're probably going to have a rate cut of around 1/4 to 0.5%. And I would do the same thing probably in December 17th and 18th. So on the 18th, about 2 p.m. my time, they would go through and announce rate cuts if they are going to occur. Non-farm payroll, basically employment, this has increased by 254,000 within the noise of it. So it's nothing really good or bad there. The JOLTS, this is where the Fed, I believe, is getting a little concerned. The JOLTS is basically your job openings. Effectively, if you look, April of 2022, we had basically half a person for every open job, or another way to put that is we had 2 jobs for every person. Now, that makes employers fight over employees and give larger pay increases in order to try to get people to come work for them. What we're seeing as we go forward, September, it's 0.7. Right now, September of 2024, it's 0.9. This is the red flag for the Fed. That's why the Fed is reducing their interest rates. So we're getting close to 1. 1 is basically you have 1 job for every person that's unemployed. The problem is as you get to that ratio and you start going higher, there's not enough jobs for everybody that wants a job. And remember, just because there's an open job, say it's for a mechanic, if somebody's a nurse doesn't necessarily want to be a mechanic, or if there's a nursing position, the mechanic doesn't want to be a nurse or a bricklayer or a carpenter or whatever. It's a different skill set. Just so you're aware, the Fed reduces their rates prior to economic slowdowns to help promote spending, which helps to increase the number of jobs. They have 2 things in their mandate. The dual mandate is basically they want stable prices, keep it around 2%. We're getting pretty close to that, so that's no longer a concern. And the second one, this is where we're starting to get concerned, is you want to have maximum employment. So this could be like 3 to 5%. Basically, we don't get below 4% most years. The best you'll ever see is about 3%. This past year, we've seen 3.4%, and it's going up slightly. It's not huge, but it's in the wrong direction. The other way to think about this is it's cyclical. When you have high inflation, you raise the interest rate to fight inflation to give you stable prices. So on the way up, you rise your interest rates. At some point, maybe about 12 months or so down the road, those higher interest rates start to affect the economy. That slows down the spending. When people spend less money, one person's spending is another person's income. So less things are being sold, less goods and services are being purchased. Then the economy starts to slow down. The Fed sees that and starts dropping interest rates like they are now. That's to help avoid a huge recession. So they want to try to reduce the amount of impact that has on the people and the jobs. So then they'll start dropping the interest rate. 12 months or so later, then you'll have a gain in growth. And then, a couple years down the road, then you have inflation again. And it just keeps going in this cycle. So the Fed is attempting to smooth out the booms and the busts of the economic cycle. Some people argue it doesn't really work that well. Others say it's better for the economy. But what do you think? Put them in the comments below. Does the Fed really do a good job of helping smooth out these economic booms and busts, since we have them anyway? I cover a lot of financial topics. If you're interested in learning how to make more money, how to save money, and how to invest, please subscribe. This is a channel for you. Thank you for watching and have a great day.